Hello friends, today we see the Central Finance Unit 4 key mapping. I tried to explain the key mapping in the way which I understood and how it is working. For key mapping, there is a mapping entity. For each mapping entity, there are assigned object ID, ID field name, ID description, ID context, and ID context description. I have given those things here, and a termed as technical object or attributes. So whatever the store we are going to store, maintain the stories will come here, and we will maintain at the level of object ID type, business object type, business system. We will maintain the value for these object IDs. For each mapping entity, for the assigned object ID, with the combination of object ID type and business object type, business system, we will maintain the object ID value, and that will be stored in the mapping grouping ID. So whatever given in the mapping entity, I enlarged here. For each mapping entity, we will give the mapping action for against each system. The mapping action may be like keep data, mapping obligatory, mapping if possible and clear. To maintain the object ID, we need to have some key structure at object ID type level. This is all given by standard itself. Then we need to maintain the object ID value. So in this case, for account, there is a component chart of account and company code. We maintained with this combination of components. So let's see the SAP screenshots. As I told, we need to maintain the key structure for the object ID type. For each object ID type, there is a given key structure. For that key structure, we maintain that key structure is already having the components. It's all pre-delivered. So from here, we have to maintain the object ID values. So with the combination of business object type, business system object type, as I mentioned here, we are maintaining the object values, which I can here maintain here. Once maintained, we can. It is like this. Like I used to name it as like first I thought of terming this as a coin. Once we maintained one side of the thing, other thing has to be maintained. One is the target, another is the source, or we can say like engine. Once the one part maintained, other part has to be followed. If the source is having, there may be a number of if the central is maintained, there are a number of sources, so we can take like a engine. Once engine is added, the rest of the things can be attached to it. So what are they maintained? We can search. So here, based on the business object type, ID, business system, they are searching. So all these are maintained with the mapping grouping ID. So it's all the whatever the with this combination, there are three mapping group ID in this. Whatever we maintained is in the first one, the GL account. For this particular GL account, there is a maintenance for this INT MW test 3F01. The mapping is INT 1 all zeros F001. This is how key mapping works. Let's see this and get familiar with this flow and objects what are applicable here. Thanks for joining.